Greetings, mobile delegates. I'm Ashley Esqueda, and it's time for your Mobile Nation's Monday Brief, where I bring you the best of Crackberry, the iPhone blog, Android Central, Pre-Central, and Windows Phone Central. There's a lot to go over from this last week, so let's get you briefed. As you can see by my dress this week, our first story dedicated to the passing of Apple co-founder Steve Jobs, a true tech innovator, sometimes far beyond his time in terms of knowing what we wanted in technology and how we wanted it to look. Steve Jobs pretty much led the charge into the 21st century and all of the great technology that we use. I mean, we're talking the iPod, revolutionized digital music, the iPad, revolutionized the way that we look at mobile gaming and mobile consumption with media and all kinds of other technology. Obviously, there's so many things that we are thankful for as a community of geeks, and his presence will certainly be missed in the years to come.
If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on.
I know that this tech enthusiast, obsessive person will certainly miss him. There's a hole in my little tiny circuit board that I call heart, so thanks, Steve. If you are a member of the Android Nation, you've probably been salivating over a sexy device called the Galaxy Prime, which is the rumored super mega awesome phone that Samsung and Google are putting together for you, the Android enthusiast, and we were expecting to see it at CTIA this coming week, but even though we got a delightful little teaser of a gorgeous curved screen, NFC, and some other goodies by Samsung this last week, we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer before we see an official device, because Samsung and Google have decided that out of respect for Steve Jobs' passing, that they are going to postpone the event. So just hold on a little bit longer, Android fans. That Galaxy Prime is right around the corner. Crackberry was buzzing this week over what could be and looks to be a potential leak of the official name of RIM's new operating system. So this is the QNX-based OS that they're going to be releasing with their tablets and their smartphones starting early next year. And this was at the QNX Auto Summit Japan, and there was a slide with some compatibility on it. And it was iOS, makes sense, Android, also out there, and BBX. Yeah, that's right, BBX. So the question is, will Kevin get his hands on a BBX device at BlackBerry DevCon later this month, or will he have to look sadly at it behind a pane of glass like he did the BlackBerry Playbook last year? In a spot of sort of depressing news for everybody over at Pre-Central, it looks like somebody at Hewlett-Packard forgot to call up the FCC and tell them to stop clearance on the Wi-Fi only Touchpad Go, because it cleared this last week. And unfortunately, just because it did clear the FCC doesn't mean that HP is changing their course as to not producing any more hardware for WebOS devices in the future. It also looks like HP has decided to stop producing common freaking sense. Some interesting numbers coming out of Windows Phone Central. Mango came out about a week and a half ago, so let's say 10 days or so, and we're looking at adoption rates with this app called I'm a WP7. I'm a Windows Phone 7. You can get it in the marketplace and send your stats in if you're a Windows Phone 7 user. And they're reporting about a 20% adoption rate of 7.5. So kudos to you, Microsoft, for rolling out such a fantastic update to a large number of smartphone users already in a week and a half. Pretty good. And if you'd like some perspective on that number, it's been about 10 months since Android has released Gingerbread, and they only have a 38% adoption rate worldwide. So 10 days, 20%, 10 months, 38%. Pretty good, Microsoft. Nice job. In the land of Mobile Nation's podcasts, Mobile Nation's number 8 went live this past week, and iPad Live went up with their tribute and discussion about Steve Jobs, the man, the myth, the legend, the jerk, the awesome guy. He was pretty much everything to a lot of different people, so if you're into that, check that out, and if not, we have a slew of other podcasts for you to be entertained by at mobilenations.com/shows. For those of you out there looking to get your hands on an iPhone 4S for free, well, the iPhone blog is giving one away. I don't think I need to say much more than that, so hit up TiPb.com for all the details. Well, everybody, that's it for your Mobile Nations Monday Brief. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/mobilenations. And if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, you can at Ashley Esqueva. Nations, you have been briefed.